Hello, dears, RPGers, game masters, and such. I'm going to talk about something that happened the other day. I mean, I've been waiting all week to play D&D. If you're a game master, you know this feeling. You're coming up with what you're going to say, what's going to go on, and then the day of the game, you're setting things up. I pull a table up from downstairs, set chairs out, bring them all upstairs. You know, we're making pizza. I'm getting like margarita mix, ice, everything ready for this real fun time. And then all of a sudden, you start playing, and well, it doesn't go anywhere. It's sort of strange. Like my last adventure with this crew, we went all the way from ground level, all the way through all this stuff, all the way up to this is number 7 into number 8. So we start off in this room, and it took a long time for them to kind of make decisions. Very indecisive. They met a monster they could have done some kind of interacting with, barely talked to it, barely did anything with it, and all of a sudden, we are kind of like, scoot down here. Sidebar conversations keep popping out. The focus is gone. And okay, and one thing we did have a new player that really did not understand the game, and I think they were kind of intoxicated, which made it really difficult to try to learn a game. And it was just such a detraction. So if we start here, we kind of looked at this room for 1 second, ran down this hallway, came in here, killed something, found something, and then went into this room. And this is kind of where the whole adventure ended, and that was in 4 hours. All right, so there was a weird thing that happened. It just seemed like every time we started going to something, someone say, hey, let's go get the veggie dip. So that stopped motion, and then people were like eating, and the next thing happened was, hey, how about the margaritas? And then you're gonna go make some margaritas. And then every time I turned around, it was like everything was put on halt. As a dungeon master, I got to admit that it is uh, pretty frustrating. I mean, if you're putting some time in this week trying to figure out what you're going to do at the party, actually, you're setting up part of your house. You clean the house. That's one of the most important things. You turn around and you provide the food. You're getting the drink. Everything from margarita mix to obviously the tequila, and then you're getting the other thing too is getting the ice. You try to get things ready, and all of a sudden, what you're only doing 4 rooms, and you've planned on this all week long, and this is part of your fun, and it's not working. What do you do? What do you do? Now, so you don't want to be a pariah. You don't want to start, oh my God, we're not doing anything, da da da. Then people won't want to come and play, right? My advice is just go with it. This is just gonna be one of those days that just things just don't happen, right? Enjoy yourself. Have the margarita yourself or whatever you're doing, and kind of just talk with everybody and understand there's just a day where it's just not going to work. And in the end, I mean, the game is a social game, and people come in with different desires for playing the game. All right. So my wife's kind of like, oh, we didn't do as much. For her, it's more of like, let's explore, let's go. And other people may be wanting to talk about work or how they plant their vegetable garden, or it becomes like these other distractions. And when people start to do something, immediately, like, okay, we're going to set this person ahead of time. The monk will go up there and take a look at something, and then immediately two people pop into a sidebar conversation, completely distracting the rest of the group, especially if it's a group of four and two people are talking the entire time you're trying to describe what's going on, kind of ruins it. But some games just end up like that. And there's nothing you could do about it. Then just plan for the next one and hopefully it stops. And if it doesn't, then maybe there's certain people you can't invite back to the game because it's not the game you want to play. I don't think the players understand the heavy lifting you do as a game master in the background. Like I said, if you get home, you spend 2 hours cleaning the house, setting up tables, setting up chairs, making food, getting things ready, and they just show up. They don't understand all that in the background stuff it takes to do an in-person game. And you know, that's not really their fault. They just don't understand it, but they don't understand what makes it fun for you. So I don't know. I mean, I would love to see y'all's comments. Put it down a suggestion of what you do in a case like this. Like I said, there was somebody new we introduced. They seemed kind of like not focused enough to really pick up the game. I think that's the other caveat of doing that. And I think once that person left, I think we started moving forward with an adventure. But it was like 4 hours. And how many rooms am I showing you here? Well, that one, that's where we ended up. Okay, but we only went literally. We started in that room. That's where we left off. So one, a hallway that doesn't count, right? Two, three rooms in 4 hours. Yeah, that's not enough for me to keep it interesting. And I think you can lose player interest too. So whatever you do, Make some comments. Let me tell you. Let me know some secrets, some tricks. I've been playing for a while, and I think at this point, I just kind of say, well, this is one of those social games. It's not going to be a serious game of adventure. With that, I hope you have a great day. We'll talk later. Bye.